why don't we go ahead and pop on in? Hello, guys. Thank you for coming back to me after a week. Look who's here with us early today. It's Doom Train. No, the second I introduce her, she leaves. Man, I thought we really had her this time. I really thought. That's what I get. She says, I didn't come up here to perform for free. She's gonna be begging me for treats later. Bring this audio in a little bit louder. Good to see you, Super Neku, Ed T. Dragon. Thank you for stopping by. I don't recall whether or not I greeted a couple of new followers over the last week. Nay Type and one Tired Goblin followed in the last few days, and I'm sure you're not here right now, but I just wanted to make sure I said it out loud. I didn't quite make enough time. The last time we were playing, I finally got access to mithril weapons. I was trying to ensure that I got everybody's mithril swords. I wanted 3 mithril swords, and I was saying, well, probably not a good idea for everybody to do literally the same thing, but too bad. So I have 1 mithril sword right now, and getting close to having enough money for the second one. Once we get the third one, we'll be good to move on. There will be a little bit of a gill grind right here at the beginning of the stream, though, but I think after that we will actually run into some story. Final Fantasy II is just taking a really long time for me, and part of that is because I took some breaks in my streaming schedule. Real life got in the way a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. I do actually work, you know. Sometimes I do a job. If I didn't do a job, how do you think I would be able to get this? How do you think I could get a Gundam? Can't get a Gundam without a job. G-Fred. Most Evangelion-ass Gundam. Thanks a lot, Hideaki Anno. And see, the cat is back at my feet. I don't know why she ran away. Maybe she just doesn't want to perform for people. She wants attention without the performance of it all. Gundam looks awesome. The G-Fred, when I was working on the subtitles and the closed captions of G-Quux, Mobile Suit Gundam, G-Quux, and then the episode came up with the introduction of the G-Fred. I was like, oh man, people are not ready because of this Ava-ass looking Gundam. Very purple and green. Yeah, I ran into some videos that were due last week, like, right in the middle of my time when I would usually stream. Most of the time, if I'm not streaming during my pre-scheduled time at this point, it's because work has come up that I wasn't able to finish sooner than that. Yeah, the G-Fred cat ears, right? These horn things. Yeah, you too, truck. Honking outside somewhere. So I hope you guys have been well. Hope you had a good weekend. Yesterday was a friend of mine's birthday. He invited a whole bunch of people. God, that guy's got a lot of friends. I meet a lot of people through him. He wanted to go down to a museum down here, down in Los Angeles, that is putting on an exhibit right now featuring Jaws. Jaws is a very good movie. It's a very good movie. It's the 50th anniversary of Jaws. So, yeah, thus the big Jaws exhibit. Fascinating stuff. Costume pieces, recreations of set pieces, had some handwritten notes from Steven Spielberg. It's really, really cool. You beat Final Fantasy X-2 and moved on to 12. How did you like 10-2? I think 10-2's gameplay is very, very good. I'm not a big fan of a good chunk of that story, but I think the gameplay is very fun. I think it's a very fun game. Which maybe that's more important than being a good story sometimes. I mean, I wish they would work in tandem with each other, but I think 10-2 is super fun. Hey, Atma! How are you doing? Moon Sapphire? 12 took a long time to grow on me. I did not initially like 12 when it first came out. Very different from a lot of other Final Fantasies, certainly before it. It's the first one with no involvement from Hironobu Sakaguchi at all whatsoever. They put his name on it, but like, it was as special thanks. Like, he wasn't there. He was gone. So it's a very, very different game. And at the time I was like, different, bad. And I don't necessarily think different bad now. But I do think 12... I'm not thrilled with the localization because I think it's just... They're trying too hard to be smart. And I don't think the Japanese is necessarily written that way. Boy, do I wish the writing was more accessible. I'm not a smart person. I'm gonna claim to... Like, this is why I don't read fantasy novels, okay? What do you mean you don't like fantasy? You played all the Final Fantasy games. Yes, but you don't understand. Final Fantasy is incredibly lowbrow, alright? I'm not a fantasy novel person, generally speaking. I did my time in the Lord of the Rings trenches, and that's because my family was like, did you know that some distant cousin of yours married into the Tolkien family? And I don't even know who it was who married, I don't know who. It was kind of impressed upon me that Lord of the Rings was important, and I was like, okay, Lord of the Rings. People know a lot more about Lord of the Rings than I do. Goose is your cat, right? Yeah, man, my cat this morning, too. Yeah, similar, because that's cats for you. Less that she was aggressive with me this morning, but, not, like, physically harmful. She just knows if she makes a shit ton of noise and does a bunch of stuff she's not supposed to do, she'll finally get me up, right? So I've got a few trinkets, like, on my nightstand next to me. Little pieces of jewelry, or my phone, or just shit up there, right? She gets up there and she starts beating them around, not because she's having fun, she's playing. She's trying to make noise to make me get up and do something and acknowledge her. So what I have to do is, when she starts doing that, I'll grab, like, I had a gold chain necklace from a cosplay that's been sitting up there for a while that she's batting around, and I take it, and then I stuff it under my pillow, and I go back to sleep. So I got just a bunch of shit under my pillow that I'm sleeping on top of, because she won't stop beating it around in the mornings. Oh, you finally saw K-pop Demon Hunters. I saw it the one time, like, the day it came out. I thought, yeah, that was a pretty good movie. And then, like, I think it was, like, a week later, at most, was Anime Expo. And already, Artist Alley was just full of fan art. Just so much K-pop Demon Hunters fan art. I was like, how are you guys so fast? I promise it wasn't AI. I swear it wasn't AI. People, like, they started drawing so fast. They got prints made so fast. And now every single convention I've been to since. And I've been to a lot this year. God, this has been like my busiest convention year in years. Every single convention I've gone to, the K-pop Demon Hunters community, it's just been extraordinary. Alright, the cat's back. It's looking right at the camera. Yeah, the cosplayers have just been everywhere. Artist Alley is full of K-pop Demon Hunter shit. Hello, phone. Giving me my Final Fantasy XI alert that I said on Blue Sky. I'm gonna put that alert back on my phone. I actually got a brand new phone. So this is the, Motorola Razr Ultra. God, this thing is so fucking cool. I haven't had a flip phone in years, and now I've got the G-Clux. It's my... On both screens, too. G-Clux on both screens. This thing is so cool. So this is only my third day with this phone. I was saying on Blue Sky, I'm gonna put back the annoying alerts on my phone that I, a long time ago, had gotten shamed out of using. Like, it went off in front of this one guy, and he was like, "Oh, that's not annoying at all!" And I was like, damn, man. Alright, fine. I guess I'll take it off. I should have put it back on, but, like, I really respected the guy at the time. And it turned out, oh, actually, I learned later on, you're an absolute asshole, so fuck him. Put the annoying noise back on my phone. The annoying noise gives me joy. Yeah, Doom Train. Hey, come here. Yeah, come here. A little closer. Thank you. Good girl. Yeah, I've been seeing that graphic going around of, K-pop, K-soda, K-coke. Nobody's done the K-soda pop. This cat is purring. She's so happy just to talk to me. I know. Everybody loves you. I know, thank you, sweetie. We've almost got enough for our second sword. Maybe this battle will be the one to do it. No, probably not. It's only 2 goblins. I know, I love you too. I know. What a good cat. She's so good. Even when she's bad, she's so good. Yeah. Hello. There you go, you got... This is the attention you want, right? Right? Less leveling up, more just trying to get Gil to buy weapons. We got enough to get 1 more right now, in fact. That's what we're doing. We're getting our mithril swords. So we barely just got mithril weapons and armor unlocked. We've got 1 mithril sword. I'm going to buy a 2nd mithril sword. Hi, Doom Train. Hi, sweetie. Okay, kitty. Okay. We're gonna give that to, Maria. I'll sell that battle axe. fact, I've got 2 battle axes I can sell. That puts me pretty decently on my way to the 3rd sword. So we're just gonna run around a little bit longer, get sword number 3, and then we'll move on with our lives. Move that story along, move it on further. You know, Undertale has sat in my backlog for years and years and years, and I've still never played Undertale. All I know is that people won't shut the fuck up about do the pacifist route, do the pacifist route. Okay, man. I don't know. You're gonna spoil things for me by telling me how to play it. I suppose by now I don't really have any right to scream about spoilers, but boy, people really want to tell me. Because Undertale is a beloved game by this point. I get it. I understand. She really, yeah. She will put on a little performance for me. No, I'm not trying to attack myself. The one time in this game, I'm not trying to attack myself. Yeah, she does everything. She'll flop over. She'll look at me. She'll do circles around me. Come and bump into me. She loves attention. It's the one thing she wants the most in life, is to get attention. She would just die without it. She would be so sad. Look at you. You would be so sad. You'd be so sad if I wasn't here anymore and I couldn't pay attention to you. Look at you. I know some people somehow manage to get cats that are assholes, and then cats just get the reputation that they're all assholes, which is so not true, because look at you! Oh, don't scratch. I said look at you! Yeah, that's all you want, right? That's all she wants. Okay, don't scratch too hard. Don't hurt yourself. Ah! Right in the eye. Are you gonna leave? She's gone. Okay. Thank you, Doom Train. See you later. Hey, Yellow, how are you doing? Hey, your cat's an asshole. Got a friend who's got, like... He got 3 cats. 2 of them are very sweet. And one of them... I don't know if you'd consider the 3rd cat an asshole or not, but that cat doesn't want to be anywhere near people. Just kind of exists. Happy to exist where the people give food and water and access to sunlight, but otherwise does not want to interact with people. Waiting to hear back from an interview. Well, I hope that works out for you. Here's hoping. I know that job market is shit right now. Shit's bad for people right now. I get it. Even I sometimes, like, I'll throw in some applications here and there, because I do work, you know. It's freelance. Because of the nature of it being freelance, like, it's feast or famine for me. My last paycheck was incredibly good. Very, very good. But that is not common or normal. It just depends on the workload, you know? That's the life of a freelancer. Sometimes you get bombarded with work and you are rewarded with, holy shit, what is this paycheck? And then other days it's like, sorry, we ain't got anything for you. And you're like, oh my god, I'm not gonna make rent. It's one of the two, usually. So, once in a blue moon, I'll put in an application. Typically don't hear anything back, so Of course, I'm also applying for really specified things, because at this point in my life, I've been doing closed captions for 8 years. I finally stumbled on a thing that I think I can call my career. So, if we kind of keep myself in line with closed captions, subtitle editing, maybe light video editing, some data storage, and delivery, shit like that. I'm looking for, like, really specified jobs, and there's only so many of those, and oftentimes I've found myself applying to things that are like, wow, that is literally exactly correctly the thing that I do all the time. In some cases, it's been like, well, I do this freelance, but actually I've done it freelance to the point that it's for you. The company that all of my work is getting delivered to goes to you, and now you, company, are hiring directly for the thing that I already do, and then I'll hear nothing back, and I'm like, what the fuck? What was the point? Don't you want the person who literally does the thing for you already to do the job that you're at? And they don't want it. They don't. I don't know, man. Companies be out here posting fake-ass jobs. Yeah, sometimes you don't hear back from them at all. You just kind of send and pray, and then you forget about it. Just decide to forget about it. Thank you, phone, for giving me my funny alert. Which is, ironically, the way they always tell you to approach auditioning for voice acting, right? They actually tell you, alright, audition, send it off, forget about it. Don't think about it. You're gonna get yourself all worked up about it. There's no point. And most of the time, for voice acting, you will not hear back from anybody. Unless you get the call back. You don't get emails back that are like, oh, thank you for trying out for this part, decided to go with somebody else. You just hear nothing. Which actually, at least as far as voice acting is concerned, I appreciate that, because people be getting their hopes all up. And like, break your heart, you get this email like, oh my god, is that it? Is that the callback? And it's not. It's not the callback. Yeah, it's entirely possible no human being is even looking at a bunch of these applications. Very little voiceover work. I'm in 2 games. I've done some Walla for like 2 or 3 anime. 3 anime. So, you know, that's background voices, random chatter and shouting and shit like that. Not really any anime, like, yep, that's a speaking role, that's a character prominently on screen. Got something going right now that is looking like it might land, because they're talking back and forth with me quite a bit, but this would not be for an anime. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up for that, so, but otherwise I probably shouldn't further elaborate. So it's like once in a blue moon, you know. I can't consider that a career right now. It would be foolish to, like, drop everything and just say, I'm pursuing it as a career at the moment. In fact, I think a lot of voice actors, when they're even halfway picking up a bunch of roles, they still don't drop their day job. It's not common enough, it doesn't pay well enough. Everybody keeps a side job. Everybody keeps the day job. yeah, you write your resume with AI. They're sorting resumes with AI. Ain't no point. There's no point. How much gil do I have? I need like another 500 something. We won't be running back and forth that much longer. So Serpent Knight here says one of the reasons FF took off, I think, is because many like having the protagonists on the same screen as the opponents compared to Dragon Quest method of first-person battles. And Dragon Quest, after a while, put everybody on the screen, right? But I think they had to evolve. That certainly, in the beginning, was a very clear differentiation, that is for sure. I would agree with that. Also, Dragon Quest 1, we got it as Dragon Warrior on the NES, right? Only had one hero. Final Fantasy 1 had an entire party, and so Dragon Quest also had to pivot. It's interesting to see how they, like, affected each other for a while. Because it's clear that Sakaguchi was like, holy shit, Dragon Quest is so fucking cool. We gotta make our own Dragon Quest. And they did a couple of things a little bit differently. So they do Dragon Quest, they do a turn-based RPG. But they do it with a full party, and the full party is always on screen all the time. And then Dragon Quest goes, Final Fantasy? That was so fucking cool. We have to have a party. And for a while they didn't put all of their party on camera, on screen, at the same time either. They did eventually. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined? I think it's really fascinating that they have apparently, like, made models, like handcrafted models, right? Like of Hero, they showed off this statue-like thing of Hero, right? The Hero. Yusha. Hero. And like they scanned it in and now he's like, it's basically a miniature mode, which feels to me an awful lot like they clearly took inspiration from Fantasian. Again, that's Dragon Quest looking at the Final Fantasy guy and going, holy shit, look what this guy just did. And then, like, they didn't go out and build an entire miniatures set the way that Sakaguchi went to, like, the company that makes miniatures for the Ultraman TV series and had them build, like, just huge, enormous, large-scale miniature models and sets and stuff. But it feels like they clearly looked at it and were like, oh my god, we have to make it look like that. That was so good, we have to do that. I understand how people would be a little put off by it visually not looking quite like the original Dragon Quest VII. I kinda understand that, but at the same time, them going experimental like that, I think is really, really neat. I think that's fun, and I think Sakaguchi did a very impressive thing that is going to, be an inspiration to game developers for a long time. How's it going, Jobbers? Talking about, like, American game art as opposed to the Japanese game art. That's partially true, right? But Final Fantasy had that same problem, right? Final Fantasy, that box art is also very much like, oh, we gotta have Western style looking artwork. It looks like the cover of a fantasy novel or some shit, you know? But I wonder if it still did not have the better artwork than Dragon Warrior did. I don't know. Depends on one's personal preference, I suppose. It's kind of the same. The Dragon Warrior art is kind of the same idea as the Dragon Quest art, right? Like, you've got hero facing off against a dragon. Except Dragon Quest's art is very clearly Akira Toriyama, very anime, manga-looking art. And then America went, whoa, we can't do that. What the fuck's that? Looks foreign. Can't have that. And then they gussied it up and had like a realistic proportioned dude. Very much like a fantasy painting. Dude facing off against a dragon. Yeah, calling it Dragon Warrior in the first place, too. I don't see why we... Well, we did have a reason, right? There was some other pre-existing Dragon Quest that it couldn't compete with in America. Is that the case? I feel like that is correct. I don't recall if I've seen the commercial for Dragon Quest 1 that aired on MTV. I don't recall. I may have, but I just can't pull it from my memory right now. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that a chunk of the Dragon Quest games are a little difficult to access, just due to them not necessarily being easy to get on modern consoles. That was part of my problem when I was playing through Dragon Quest 1 through 3, just before they even announced the remakes for Dragon Quest 1 through 3, and then they announced them, and I was like, I just did this! But I was already looking for, okay, if I want to play Dragon Quest 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, what are my options? And they're not great. A lot of them, like, I'll get the mobile version, I guess. No, I don't want the mobile version. I want a console version, and like most of them, yeah, you'd be digging back to the 3DS. Yeah, it's not like I don't have a 3DS, but due to the nature of them only being on 3DS, now you're talking about buying a 3DS game cartridge, and collectors are the bane of the existence of trying to play video games, right? And I'm a little guilty, because I collect video games, but I collect the video games that I want to play, right? I intentionally play the video games that I am collecting, because, like, I'm not here to put them on a shelf. I'm not looking for exact perfect in-box with manual. I barely care about that unless the game is so fucking important to me. I play my games, but I just look for a cartridge of some of these Dragon Quest games that made it to 3DS, and I'm just like, this is absurd. It's not playable then. This is not accessible. Like PS5 scalpers, kinda, although I think PS5s are now, pretty easy to access. Go away. There we go. How much money I got? I need a little over 100 more gil. You've been doing the Pixel remasters? I'm not very far into 2. I've admittedly wasted a lot of time. I kinda beefed my dudes up pretty far. I don't know how far you are, but the fact that Minwoo's in my party right now should give you a clue how early in I am. If he were not here, either I would be within the first, like, 45 minutes, or he is gone. So yeah, 9 needs a a re-release of some kind, real bad. Bleh. But no, I only just barely got Mithril, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing right now, running back and forth, trying to get enough money to get one more Mithril sword, and we're just about there. I don't know if this fight is going to be the one that does it. We'll be able to move on once I get the sword. Yeah, I've been wasting a lot of time. Okay, we got enough now. Go, 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 go! There we go. That was all I wanted. I am OP, but, at the same time, my magic skills are shit. I have not been using magic enough. So, that's one problem. I should eventually do something about that. Okay. Done buying weapons. That only took 40 minutes. We need to go over to Bafask. We might see some story today, guys. We did not see story last Monday, which was the last time I streamed. I need to actually reopen. I had a whole window with all of my Final Fantasy II stuff in it, and for some reason that window is just gone. I don't know why that is. So Final Fantasy II world map. My brain does not remember the spread of everything on the world map, like, at all. Bafask is all the way back up in the kind of northeast from here. So I'm gonna get walking. Yeah, it is time to blow up the Dreadnought. It's Dreadnought time. Just making sure there's nothing else I needed to do. No, we're just gonna start walking. But I could have just crossed that river. It's whatever. Minwu's hitting just as hard as everybody else, even though I don't think I can give him Mithril. I don't plan on giving him Mithril. I don't plan on trying. I don't think I can equip him with anything unique, right? Because he's a guest party member. So I don't think you can change his loadout at all. So now we're just on a long Lord of the Rings trek up the side of this continent. A lot of goblins along the way. Don't they know that I have 3 mithril swords and Minwu? They don't even know. I'm about to find out. And I'm off. It's true. Goblins are very early, very recognizable enemy for a Final Fantasy. What do you mean they just stole them from D&D? Shh, they'll never know. No one will ever know. How will they know? They're gonna know. How will they know? I think a lot of more recent Final Fantasies, I've kind of forgotten their very blatant, stealing. It's not even borrowing, it's just flat out stealing from the D&D Monster Manual. Although Final Fantasy 16 might be the one that got the closest to bringing that shit back. For finally being so fantasy. It's finally fantasy. That's what that title means. Now, you left off the LY of finally. That's what we meant to say. Ah, finally. Fantasy. Goblins, we'll steal them! No one will ever know! Thank you, Mel Blanc. Probably strong enough to go to Mysidia and get holy magic without random encounters KOing your team along the way. That could be. That is entirely possible. I don't know if that's to be done. I don't know if I should. Okay, I think I gotta go around this mountain range. Yeah, I gotta go around the mountains. One of my favorites of Mel Blanc, and I think it might even be in one of these screaming compilations, is he used to be on the Jack Benny show. Like, this is an old black and white TV show, a variety show, right? Live action. There's a Christmas sketch I watch every year around Christmas of Jack Benny going into a shopping mall that's kind of like Macy's, you know? And he's like, I gotta do shopping for everybody in the office. What do all these people want? And he buys some dude a wallet. He's trying to decide between two wallets, a cheap wallet or an expensive wallet. And he goes for the cheap wallet, and he keeps trying to write a Christmas card to be included in the packaging for the wallet. Mel Blanc is the guy behind the counter helping him, like, pay for the order, gift wrap the present, and then go and load it on the truck for Christmas delivery. And then Jack Benny just keeps deciding, you know what, I want to change what's written on the card. And Mel Blanc is just like, I don't know, I thought you wrote a perfectly nice card here before. And he's like, well, I want to change the card. Oh, but I gift wrapped it already. I know, just open up the gift wrap and put in the new card. So he helps him write the new card, and he rewraps the thing. He comes back later, he's like, I forgot to put my name on the card. He's got to undo the wrapping, and he comes back like a third time, and Mel Blanc is just screaming, now what? Now what? That's like my favorite. God, that's my favorite one, because it's also just so fucking relatable. Just, customer service never fucking changes, right? I mean, I think we are all that Mel Blanc character, putting up with customer bullshit. I think we've all been there. By the way, hello, Rodolphus. It's good to see you. I think I'm where I need to be right now. I think I'm at Bath's. Oh, now we got green goblins, too. Oh my god. I know, I always try to thank the employee who has helped me. I try really hard because I know what it's like. To that extent, I agree with everybody who says that it should be, like, mandatory that everybody goes through working customer service in order to create a society that understands, hey, maybe don't fucking be a dick to these people. So I try and tell them all thank you. And there are people, like, I'd say a generation or two older than me, right? Certainly the fucking boomers who think that it's only the job of the employee to say thank you to the customer, and that the customer shouldn't be expected to say thank you back. And my dad was one of those people. My dad would be like, why do I need to say thank you? They need to thank me for shopping with them. And I'm like, I'm not saying that they shouldn't thank you for being a customer at that business. I am saying they did a nice thing for you for doing this job in a decent enough way. Like, just thank them for doing work. Just thank them for their work. What do you mean thank them for doing the thing that they're supposed to do? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, is that hard? Why is that bad? I don't understand, man. I don't understand. You'll need a pass to board the Dreadnought. Will I? The soldiers around here don't attack, I guess. You're with the rebels? You've got to destroy the Dreadnought! I'll think about it. Is the Dark Knight ever going to return? What do they got in the item shop here? What can I do for you? I don't know if I want any of this right now. I'll probably regret it if I don't have an antidote. Well, why did I don't know why I did that. Apparently I've got a bajillion antidotes. Can I sort these to not be all the fuck over the place? This is ridiculous. I did not need to buy another antidote. Oh well, it's not a big deal. It's fine. There. There, my brain can handle that. Are they selling different things? Yes, they are. Should have waited till I saw some of this. Not that I've got enough gil for any of this either. God, that's an expensive ass elixir. Holy shit. I can't afford any of this, but good to know. There's a rebel spy masquerading as an Imperial soldier. Go talk to him. Oh, I'm glad that information's just out and about. Get back to work! No one wants to work under General Borgen. Well, maybe if you weren't an asshole. I do not need any of your weapons, sir. That's what my mithril swords are for. What about your armor here? There's no way that it's better than my mithril. No way. We are good. They're making us work like slaves. I can't remember what it was like when the Dark Knight was in command. Work! The sooner we finish, the greater my glory! He does not know about the Dreadnought, or the airship, or the mithril, or the wild rose, but he's got nothing to learn either. So, you know, that's cool. really need the inn except for the fact that I'm out of MP. How much do they want? 29? Yeah, fine, I'll take it. Commander Batman, yeah. Quiet quitting. Hey, come back. General Borgen needs to be more firm with these peasants. Oh, fuck you. I can empathize with them. Asuna would be good. I just spent the money I might have used on an Asuna. Oh well, guess I'll come back for that later. We can goof off more with lazy Borgen in charge. Oops! You didn't hear that! So you want to destroy the Dreadnought? I'm on your side. There's an entrance to the sewers up ahead. It leads to the Dreadnought. Good luck. Do you know anything else about anything else? He doesn't know shit about shit. You're one of us! I had to keep my cover while the Dark Knight was commander. Okay. And he's got nothing else for me to learn. But he did just kind of poof into midair. That's nice of him. But this is the... Okay, it's down here. He was blocking my path here, and then we're gonna go down here. Alright, shit. Here we go. I wouldn't usually do this. I'm gonna save state here because I kind of forgot to save out on the world map. Okay, you could just walk back out to the world map right now. Shut the fuck up. I know what I'm about. I'm gonna actually open up a map of the cave. I have to reopen these maps. Bafisk Cave B1, I think is where I'm at right now. Can I actually see the map? That's not a picture of the map. Fine. I'll Google this shit myself. Bafisk Cave map. Well, that looks like a pixel remaster map, but I'm gonna assume that the maps, at least, are relatively similar. Shit. Oh, you had to give your cat a bath, huh? My cats, man, the last time I bathed them, they had fleas a few years back. They haven't had fleas since, thank God. But boy, man, was that unfun. Very unfun. I suppose if you start a cat off early, teaching them about actually taking baths, it's probably a lot easier, but they were already full-grown adult cats by the time we adopted them. Boy, were they unhappy! Go away, fire truck! Don't you know I'm in a cave sewer right now? This is important business. I'm doing important cave things. There's really nothing to the north here, so let's go. A lot of goblins. A lot of goblins. Oh, good. You guys didn't actually hear that one. This microphone picks up, like, everything, so I'm a little shocked you didn't hear it. But, good, because I get fire trucks and police, like, emergency sirens all the time out here. Los Angeles for you. But, all the time. It picks up when Josh and I record for our podcast. We have to stop and, like, restart a thought. So, what's on for the week to come? More of this. A little bit of work on the table. Actually, Josh and I, speaking of the podcast, we're probably going to record another episode of it this week. So, and we had been off for a while. For a while, we've been in a position where we just could not record. Had some other people here for a while that we could not disturb. That's the only reason why I've been able to stream again as of late. Finally, I can get back in front of a microphone to talk to people, take calls even, stream, do auditions and shit. So we're finally gonna bring back podcasting too. Not Beyond the Black Rims, that's not gonna happen, but... Hi, Doom Train. You came back too, huh? There you go. No, we have a City Hunter podcast that we've done, like, over 100 episodes. Hi, Doom Train. So there were a few months where we couldn't, but now we're gonna bring it back. Hi, baby girl. Look, everybody loves you, Doom Train. She's a good girl, yeah. Everybody loves you. Yeah. Come here. 1 in 10,000. I'm not too sure what. 1 in 10,000. I'm not sure. Man. Okay, I need the map for B2. I did not actually prepare map B2. Yeah, why are you squeaking at me? What, sweetie? What? City Hunter for their Eminem copyright infringement. Yeah, a lot of that is season 2, and then it kind of disappears. Which is unfortunate because I thought it was a very funny running I don't know why, for some reason, they just kept using M&Ms. I don't think that they were paid. I don't think. Why am I struggling to pull up this second map? Oh, okay. I think I figured it out. I figured it out. I got it. I got it. But what's real cool, actually, is City Hunter, the manga, is finally getting republished in English. Physical publication. A buddy of mine, David Evelyn, has been doing the translation for the Comics Manga Hot app. It's a Japanese app, but they've also been publishing City Hunter and I think Cat's Eye in English on that app for a long time. It's really difficult to navigate, but it's there, right? But now, I think it's even next week. Oh my god, Doom Train. Next week, they're doing physical printings of those books. It's very exciting. Very exciting. And they're, They're omnibus editions, so... meaning it's like 2 or 3 manga shoved together into one book. The covers... I kind of understand and I kind of don't. I know what they pulled from. There is a Japanese edition, some like anniversary edition of the City Hunter mangas. And they did pull from the cover of one of those volumes, but they pulled from like volume 15 or something. Like, I don't understand why they picked that cover for volume 1 instead of volume 1's cover. That's the part I didn't understand. It's not bad art, it's even correct art, just not for the correct volume. Not every shonen manga becomes an omnibus, but like, if the series has already gone on long enough, like if it's been going, unless they already started printing them volume by volume, like immediately right out the gate, then they don't omnibus it. But if it's been going for a while, then they're like, oh, well, it would just be more economically feasible to put 3 volumes into one book. You fools thought I'd return to Palamecia before the Dreadnought was finished? Surrender before it's too late! Consider my words. We will meet again. Why would you leave? Okay. Ha! Serves you right! No, come back! Fuck. It's funny. And then you re-enter the cave, follow this path over here to this fucking door. I think in this case, and considering this is a relatively new publisher in the American market that's doing both City Hunter and Cat's Eye this month, right? It is more economically feasible for them as a relatively new company to do 3-in-1 volumes. I think that's absolutely true. Haha, I got the pass. Got it. And there should also be in here, yeah, check this out. Woo! Back outside, okay. So I didn't really need to save state at all. I'm fine. We save back on the world map. We're good. Now we gotta go back to Altair? Altair? I've been saying Altair because that's like how they pronounce that character's name from the original Assassin's Creed. At a certain point, I think they switched to calling him Altair, but then, like, they were originally calling him Altair, so I don't know. I don't know anything. Alright, take it easy, Rodolphus. Thanks for stopping in. Actually, before I go too far, I should have earned a little bit more money. I wanna get that Asuna spell. Turn back around, go back to town. We're doomed! They finished the dreadnought. We're doomed! I mean, it was good to come back in and hear them all complain, I guess. You must tell Princess Hilda about the dreadnought! The dreadnought headed for Poft! Maybe I should go to Poft. I don't know. No, let's get this spell. Aha. And I'm gonna teach it to Maria. Cool. Just kind of dumping all my spells on her, even though a lot of people are like, you should have one character be a white mage and the other one be a black mage, and I have not been doing that, but I don't think it's gonna affect me that much. Watch we get to a point where it definitely affects me a lot, but I mean, so far so good, guys. What's the story in this game? There's an evil empire. Fuck them, they're bad. All our dudes are orphans because of this empire. Can't have that shit. We're gonna go kick an emperor's ass. It's very Star Wars. That's the comparison that this game has gotten for decades, especially compared to the original trilogy. Very Star Wars kind of a narrative. Really the first game in the franchise to do an evil empire, which is pretty early considering it's only the second game, but the first game, like, was not that, there's not that much depth. There's nothing that impressive about the narrative at all. There was one bad guy, he had 4 other bad guys trying to help him, and then they took him back in time, and then he was an even worse bad guy, and then you kicked his ass, and then nobody even knew you kicked his ass because it was in the past, so pfft. Did they actually go to Poft at all? I don't think so. There are a lot of evil empires in this franchise, that's for sure. Yeah, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 9? That's a good chunk of it. It's not the whole thing, but it is a good chunk of it. 12 though, yeah. 15, yeah. 16 for a good chunk of it. And a lot of these are always like, well, there was something even worse hiding behind the scenes. The dreadnought opened fire and killed everyone. Except for you? Nah. Seven is an empire of capitalism, that is definitely for sure. Admittedly, they might have killed everyone here. There's nobody left. Oh, do we actually have... We got some mithril weapons, but like, I've already got them. Already did it, thank you. Seven is like, unfortunately, kind of what we're getting right now. What if, like, Walmart, Amazon, and Meta all became the local government? I paid for this fucking airship, and then I didn't see where to go. It's supposed to just land, right? Oh well, whatever. You know, what if we all lived in company towns? Damn. Just walk my happy ass back. Outta here, soldier. We're getting close to a point where, what if we all lived in company towns? We're getting close to that reality. Austin is almost becoming a company town, or at least outside of Austin. Elon Musk certainly wants to make that a thing. Did I miss somebody talking about their birthday? Oh my god, Moon Sapphire! I'm sorry, I just saw all this other wall of text here and I missed seeing it. Happy birthday! Alright, headed down. Too far down. Around that little cove there. Cool. A lot of bugs out here. Am I in the right place? I am, right? Or no, I ended up in... No, I ended up in... Palom? I ended up in Palom. I need to keep walking. I'm hurt. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Oh no, buddy. That's not good. They fucked up all these towns then. They killed my daughter. Oh my god. The Dreadnought attacked. Yeah, Dreadnought really came in and for some reason just decided to firebomb every town they saw. But what about this town? What about Altair? No, where's all of our dudes? Yeah, I would imagine the Pixel remasters actually updated things. So that visually you can tell some shit went down. Guys, what happened? Sid might know if the Dreadnought has any weaknesses. He's the first person to ever build an airship. The Dreadnought attacked. At least our hideout is safe. Everyone who was outside is dead. Oh god. We'll stay here and hold out until you return. If we don't destroy the Dreadnought, more people will die. Oh god. Please, Lord, save our king. Where is Prince Gordon? I'm scared. Shit's bad, guys. The Dreadnought attacked Altair. Fortunately, the hideout is unscathed. The townspeople have taken refuge here. Hey, Kayadu, how are you doing? Do we stand a chance against the Dreadnought? You both have the same question. Come back here. Come here. They finally finished the Dreadnought. That's not good. I called it! Obviously the task was more than you could handle. Jesus Christ, man. Many were hurt by the Dreadnought's attacks. My father's condition is worsening from all of the stress. Is there nothing you can do, Minwu? It is my duty to ease the pain of the wounded. I shall remain here to watch over the king. I take my leave of you. Furion, waste no time in destroying the Dreadnought. Minwu leaves the party. Damn. Nobody knows anything. I think we talked to Sid, right? That one person was like, hey, go talk to Sid. He knows shit about shit. He knows airships and stuff. So we gotta go back to Poft. I walked all the way down here, only to have to walk all the way back up north. We're gonna go talk to Sid. Kinda tired, but otherwise fine. I feel that. I think we're all feeling something like that. I hear you. It's too bad, though. But glad you're okay. Let's go find Sid. Let's go back up there. Actually, before I go up there, I needed to learn a word from somebody else, apparently. Let me go back down. Began HRT, finally. That's good. Well, congratulations to you. Hope you begin to feel like your true self for sure. Like who you're supposed to be. Who you're meant to be. Okay, let me go back in here. I'm gonna go talk to that person who suggested that I talk to Sid. I think it's this person, yeah. No? That's not the person. Those all sound like very forward moves. Making progress in your life. That's good. Yeah, that's gonna take some time, but you will eventually get there. You'll get to where you're really feeling comfortable as yourself, I think. I think you're gonna get there and find it so much better. Hoping for you to find what really makes you happy. Is Minu in here now? No? Okay. Because I didn't learn... Yeah, okay, it's the Sunfire keyword that I need to learn from Sid when I go to Poft. Okay, that's what I gotta do. I get it, I understand. I don't have DMs turned on from people that I don't follow, but if you tag me, I'll drop you a follow, and then you'll be able to DM with me. Just tag me and say, hey, we talked on Twitch or whatever, you know. Hydrate, thank you. Alright, fine. Let's just keep walking. Lost a little bit of time getting confused as to who was supposed to give me the keyword, but I'm good. That just happens to me. I just get confused. I just get myself lost in places, but it's fine. I always figure it out in the end. No sense getting bothered by it. It's just a game. Looking back in the chat now, Kaidu, you said your cat's teeth had to get cleaned. What was that experience like? I can't imagine the cat was very happy about that. Alright. He was not happy. I bet. Is your cat an indoor-outdoor cat? Does your cat, like, desperately want to go outside? Oh, he was a stray. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I get it. When I was growing up, we had an indoor-outdoor cat. He lived a long time, shockingly, for an indoor-outdoor cat. And, yeah, if we ever had to keep him inside, he was not thrilled about that. Not thrilled at all. NSM, hello, how are you doing? A cat will definitely start to do its business outside of the litter box, not necessarily, like, to be mad at you, but because they are, yes, they're upset about their surroundings, or they've got a health problem. It sounds to me like if a teeth cleaning was all it was, it probably wasn't a health problem, but they are very upset about a change in their environment or something. And I would imagine being stuck indoors would be one of those changes that, that would do that. A cat won't necessarily do that just because, like, oh, you've irritated them a little bit, and so they'll, like, barf in your shoes or something. No, if they're, like, pooping outside of the box, they're trying to send a message that there's some other concern there's some other problem going on. And that cat must have thought, oh, I'm stuck in here, this is a problem. Yeah, outdoor cats are brutal to wildlife, so, I would only ever have an outdoor cat again if I was really rural. And that was, last time I did that, I lived in a very rural location. I was also a child, and I didn't know a lot about what a cat could do to the wildlife. But, I think Sid's in this pub. Let me go down to this pub. I've got some friends that have some indoor-outdoor cats out here in Los Angeles, and they are not in a rural environment at all. That's the part that kind of freaks me out, is I think it's not even rural enough. And sure, they'll, like, decimate whatever wildlife is out there. That's one problem. But another problem is, like, oh my god, they're right next to, like, a really busy road. I would so never put my cat in an environment where they could just walk out onto a busy street. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it! You want on the airship, you pay the guy behind me. Yeah, I guess. Airships are powered by Sunfire. The Dreadnought is no different, so I'm supposed to learn Sunfire. I have now learned Sunfire. Controlling Sunfire is tricky. Let the flames get too high, then it'll blow up. You need to blow up the engine to destroy that ugly thing. Uh-huh. And he doesn't know anything about Mithril. No, I don't want to go to any of those places. So now I need to go back and speak to Hilda again. Should have asked Sid about Sunfire earlier in the game. Then I wouldn't be doing all of this back and forth, but fine. Gonna be wasting some attacks here, but oh well. It wouldn't let me swing at the back row until that front guy was gone. It's fine. It's not like they can do any damage to me anyway. Hell, I don't even know how Firion got like 20 HP worth of damage at some point. Oh boy. I slept so hard last night. Running around not only at that museum yesterday, but I ate such good food yesterday. I was full. Boy, did I go to sleep. So I mentioned it a little earlier in the stream, but it was a friend's birthday. He really wanted to go to this exhibit about Jaws, but then we just ate fantastic Filipino barbecue. Like Southern and Filipino fusion barbecue. Oh my god, it was such good meat. Meat is delicious. That ugly thing has a name and my name is Sid. There's only so many pretty looking Sids. in the franchise, at least. And your mileage may vary on Final Fantasy VII Sid. Some people would probably look at that Sid and they're like, hell yeah, that's my Sid, but, I don't know, if we're talking original Final Fantasy VII Sid, that Sid is an asshole, and it doesn't matter if he's a good-looking Sid or not. He's an asshole, and I would not be friends with that guy. If we're talking about the Sid from 7 Rebirth? One, I don't even know that Sid. That's a different Sid from original 7 Sid. I'm sorry. You a different dude. I think that he's a mildly more attractive Sid, and he's slightly less of an asshole, too, which, cool, but also you're just a totally different character. So... mind you, I understand why they did it. I get it. Like, it's hard to empathize with a guy who swears up a storm, is belligerent and drunk and, beats women. And they're not even women he's in a relationship with, just as, like, assistant. He's just beating the shit out of her. And just super verbally abusive to her. Like, okay, I understand. You did not feel like people were going to identify with putting this guy back in their party. But boy, do I not know that Sid anymore. Yeah, the Jaws music is a little bit too iconic, one might say. You don't get more memorable than that. I dare say there is almost no music on the planet more memorable than the Jaws theme. Which, great for marketing! Great for marketing a film, but... I never saw Jaws in IMAX. Boy, I should have done that. I've never played through all of Mother 3, but I will take your word for it. I would not be shocked if they were trying to pull from Jaws. The Mother franchise likes to do little, like, cultural jokes in that vein, so that wouldn't surprise me. I would see Back to the Future in IMAX. That would be a good one. Okay, let me go talk to... what's her face again? What's her face? Hilda. I'll talk to Hilda again. My father's condition is improving thanks to Minwoo. That's good. Sunfire is the crest of the kingdom of Kashwan. Its flame still burns on the ground floor of the Kashwan Keep. Scott and Gordon have told me that the flame cannot be passed to just any torch. Perhaps we can use Sunfire to destroy the Dreadnought? Ah, then you must depart for Kashwan Keep at once. Sid's airship can take you there. But what can you use to bring the Sunfire back? An airship? I don't know. I don't know. Tell me. There's nothing to learn from you. Fine. Where's the king's room? Up here? No. There we go. The king is not well. That's not good. So many perished in the Dreadnought's attack. Perhaps we should surrender. Scott sealed the gates of Kashwan Keep to protect the Sunfire in case they were defeated in battle. You will need the goddess's bell to break the seal. Oh, okay. Let's learn that word, I guess. The whereabouts of the bell are known only to the Kashwan royal family. Sid is the expert on airships. He was such a fine knight once. He didn't know shit about Mithril. I don't need to learn Dreadnought again, but fine. The king's illness is severe. There's little I can do. Gordon would know where the bell is kept, but I haven't seen him lately. Someone close to Scott or Gordon may know where to find it. Every 3 years, they celebrate a festival of the flame in Kashwan. The Sunfire is passed to Egil's Egil's? I would have to look that up to know what the Japanese pronunciation of this word is supposed to be. I'd say Egil's torch for now. Sounds real stupid, but fine. Sunfire is passed to Egil's torch while its brazier is cleansed. The Dreadnought is a massive airship. It is likely they function similarly. I already asked that question. Sid gave up all he had for his airship. His rank, his honor, his family, everything. You don't know anything about Mithril. Doesn't know anything about Wild Rose. That's fine. That's a very Nintendo thing to do, is just re-release the Virtua Boy. Kinda want it, but also, like, I don't need it. I'm so hungry, I could eat an Octorok. So anyway, so I need a torch. I can go back and talk to Hilda again. Anyway, this dude said something about a torch and a bell. I've heard Scott and Gordon mention the bell. The gates of Kashwan keep open only to the voice of a Kashwan or the sound of that bell. The bell rests deep within a cavern on the snow plains. You plan on going there? If only Gordon were here. There would be no need for you to risk such danger. Joseph knows the snow plains like the back of his hand. You should seek his counsel. Cool, where's he? Sunfire is the crest of the kingdom of Kashwan. Its flame still burns on the— okay, she's already told me that shit. Did I need to learn? No, Egil's torch was not a keyword, so let's not worry about that. So we gotta go to Salamand. Joseph is in Salamand, I guess. I need to take a look at my bigger map here. Salamand is— oh, yeah, I guess I've been up there before. Okay, I'll also just save right now. Just so we don't run into any trouble. And don't have to do any of that back and forthing all over again. Not exactly struggling right now. That's the good news. But it is because I sort of superpowered these characters. It's gonna be a little while before I need to beef them up in any other significant way. Go around the mountain? Yeah. Pardon me. Mondays, am I right? I don't know, I'm just saying words. You won! Let's keep walking. Oh, a little too far up without going around the mountain. So we'll have to correct for that in a second. Yeah, the games themselves, they're not like bad games to play. Boy, are they hard to look at. Just a real headache to look at is all. Alright, I'm off. Peacock and Hulu has Wheel of Fortune episodes going back to 2004. That's a lot of Wheel of Fortune. I didn't know people dug Wheel of Fortune quite like that. They needed that much Wheel of Fortune. They just make so much Wheel of Fortune. Like, for a while, there's just brand new episodes every fucking week. That's just a new episode every day. Yeah, has anybody ever, like, created an emulator for Virtual Boy games? I'd be willing to bet somebody could, I just don't know if they have done so. There is an emulator where you can play them without 3D and even in black and white instead of black and red. See, there you go. It's not all of the episodes. I do feel like that would be just an insane backlog of over 20 years of Wheel of Fortune. That is too much Wheel of Fortune. Can anybody really love Wheel of Fortune that much? Some game show, American TV game show lover, I'm sure. I'm sure must be very enamored with that much Wheel of Fortune. Badge orders for MagFest start tomorrow. I will consider it. I'm gonna think about it. I might throw down for a badge and put myself in the lottery for a hotel room. We'll see what happens. I haven't been back to MagFest in years, but boy, was that a very memorable place. One of my favorite events to have ever attended. I would do it again. I really, really would. Oh my god, all these goblins just ran. And they should. Those shows, I don't think those shows started airing an episode a day. I think those were syndication after they had already aired, like, once every Saturday. Then once they got through a season, then yes, I believe. I mean, I could be wrong. Power Rangers, though, I remember seeing those in the morning. I don't know. I don't know. Hurry, take the mithril to Altair and give it to the princess. I already did that. What am I trying to do now that I'm back up here? I'm trying to... I don't remember what I'm doing. I'm looking for Joseph. Where is he? Is he in the bar or whatever? That's not that. Pub, bar, pub, whatever. We have to say pub because it's a fantasy game. Where is Joseph? Where is this guy? I don't know where he is. Need a snowcraft. Yeah, Joseph's got snowcrafts and shit. What? I passed the house. Great. I don't know which house it is. Northeast? Is it this one? Because this is the south, so it can't be that. Is it this one? Are you Joseph? You saved my daughter. I did save your daughter. That's right. That cowardly Borgin had been threatening Nellie to get to me. If there's anything I can do to help, just ask. Well, I'm gonna ask you about the goddess's bell. You need my snowcraft to reach the snow cavern. It's hidden in the mine. Cool. Look for a blue stone on the first floor and head right to the secret room. Let's go! And alright, we got a new party member. Sweet. Since the Dark Knight took over, construction is sped up. I hear it's close to completion. Oh, it is very much completed, sir. You don't know anything about the Sunfire? Sid is the leading expert on airships. Cave behind Simmet Falls used to be an old mithril mine. The deepest parts of the cave still have mithril deposits. And you don't know anything about Wild Rose. But cool, Joseph's in the party now. That's what he looks like. He's a guy. Take it easy, Jeremy. Anyway, he wants me to get his snow thing in the back of Summit Falls, which is outside. Like, we already went into Summit Falls. Right, so that was... Let me look at the map. I had to kind of go west and like around the mountains a little bit. Our new monk BFF Joseph. That's him, that's the guy. I accidentally set him to hit something that's already gone, but oh well. He is currently our weakest dude. It's fine. He'll be fine. Famous last words. He'll be fine. Oh, I'm sure he was a very good monk by comparison had I not just super powered the rest of my party, but what is it, Blue Sky? What do you want? Nothing, you just want to tell me that people like my pictures. That's fine. Oh yeah, I'm familiar with Gordon. Got him. Listen to that. Wa-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta with those Joseph fists. Heck yeah. And then we kind of boat our way on in here, right? I'm gonna save right out here. Okay, great. So he says it's somewhere in the back of Summit Falls, right? And I actually, once again, I need to look up the real map for Summit Falls, because I do not remember how I went through here before. How's it going, Frame? Summit is spelled with an I. Summit Falls. Somewhere in the... Oh, where the... It's just right around the corner. He said it's where this blue crystal is, right? Or whatever the fuck this thing is. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where I'm headed. Nothing here. What do you mean? What do you mean? So it's not that? Yeah, you say that's the weird block. What do I do with it? It'll open an entrance to the right. Investigate the northwest wall. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Check the area around the rock. Any voice acting hacks? I mean, I would not consider myself a pro voice actor, if I'm gonna be honest. How long to go for it? I'm really not even at that point. I'm really just an auditioner at this point. Any cybersecurity hacks? Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing wrong right now. Remember the bright blue rock on B1 of Summit Falls. Well, that's the marker Joseph was talking about. Once you head back over to the area, you should check the area around that rock. Investigate the northwestern wall nearby, and Joseph will open a pathway. Cool? Where? Fucking... I'm confused as shit. So clearly I'm in the right place. I've got Joseph. So what am I doing wrong now? What am I... Genuinely, what am I doing wrong? What does it want me to do? boy, am I confused. Examine the top right side of the wall? I mean, is that not what I did? I tried to hit every square. Top right side of the wall. Oh, did I really hit, like, every square except for that one? I guess so. Joseph turns, blah, blah, blah. The Snowcraft is in here. Fine. He doesn't know shit. Okay, so can I... Okay. Alright, now I need a totally different map. Unless this just is gonna go straight there. I mean, it doesn't look hard to navigate. That's it, that's the Snowcraft, great. Joseph's garage. Yeah. This is what happens in every situation. If I'm looking for something, I will, like, my eyes will glaze over the exact thing that I need, and I will try literally every other thing before, and I'll think, I've done everything! There's nothing left, and literally the only thing that I haven't looked at is the thing that I need to look at. I don't know, man. I don't know what my eyes and my brain is doing half the time. Alright. So now that I've got the Snowcraft, we can now reach the Snow Cavern. Snow Cavern is... Where is that? Oh, it's back, like, if I go back in the direction of Salamand, and then I go past it... How do I actually get up in there? Because it's like, surrounded by mountains. I guess that's what the Snowcraft is for. Let me go... Okay, let me get out of this little nook right here first, I suppose. We can go about another hour. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get through this Snow Cavern. We're picking up a lot of garlic here. Alright. Gotta go. So again, the Snow Cavern is up past the mountains. How do I actually get up there? There's kind of a Snowcraft in at least a cutscene in Final Fantasy X, but I don't think you, like, manually drive this thing. Here, however, yeah, this might be the only time you physically control, like, a snowmobile. Yeah, for sure, like, you might see it in 10, but you don't actually do anything with it. Oh my god, this guy just ran. Just super fucking spooked. Yeah, I can't get up there. How do I... Okay. You follow the mountain range west, then north from Salamand, and then you automatically board the snowcraft. Okay, so I just was looking at the map, dumb? Well, let me go back in the other direction. Didn't realize, like, when I look at this picture of this map, it doesn't look like there's just an entrance to the snow. It just looks like it's wholly surrounded by mountain. I don't know. Oh, man. Okay. Gotta keep going. You can't walk more than 3 steps without this evil cabbage coming to attack you. My god, it does not hardly give me a chance to walk. And he just ran away anyways, just wasting my time. No gil, no experience, just here to waste my damn time. Got him. Okay, let's try going around the mountains this way. There's gotta be a way into the snow somewhere. I'm off. Okay, so it's this tiny little hole to get into the snow. Boy, this encounter rate is really, really high right now, though. Oh my god, all these guys ran. Once again, wasting my time. Okay, I'm off. Let me at least get in the snow. Thank you. Whee! Whee! Snow cavern time. Here we go. Damn it. First time seeing the icicle enemy. Yeah, that looks like an icicle guy, man, thing. Oh, and they're not dying to a single hit. It'll take more than one hit to kill them. Oh, what are you running for? You didn't die in one hit. Why are you running? Want to ride my icicle? Snowman. Come Come on, don't you guys run now. Now they died in a single hit. Maybe they should have run. There's our cave. Finally. So I'm gonna save right outside this cave. Alright. Time to open up. Snow Cave map. Final Fantasy II Snow Cave map. Slightly early Christmas, but yes. Sure, let's use this one. Okay, I see where I am. I see now. So what is it? Take it easy, Kaido. Thanks for stopping in. What is it exactly I'm trying to do right now? Once I get down to... There's 5 levels in this cave. Once we get down there, there's gonna be an Adamantus. The Adamantus is gonna be what's got the... He's guarding the goddess's bell. So basically, at this point in time, you're just gonna be navigating through. You're already seeing stores with Christmas stuff. Maybe I just haven't been doing a lot of shopping. I haven't been looking. Last I saw, we were up to Halloween and like a little bit of Thanksgiving. I wasn't seeing any Christmas just yet, but I haven't been out looking, I suppose. I would believe it, though. Why are you running? Come back! I could probably set fire to a lot of the stuff in this cave, too. I should probably do that just for the sake of... Oh, maybe I should save it for the Adamantus. I don't know. Catman, hello? There we go. Alright, Ice Cave. I'm gonna get this bell from a giant turtle. Josh, hello, good to see you. Alright, moving on this way. There's something up here. 100 gil. It's pretty good. I think we'll be able to blow through this cave pretty decently. I don't know how we'll do against the Adamantus, but I think we'll find out. Finish cleaning your fridge. Oh, that's always an adventure. Bell from a giant turtle. Yeah, I don't know why the giant turtle wants it so bad, but, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, tried to make sure I had some more time to stream today. I didn't, make good time for it so much last week, and I wanted to make up for it, so here we are. We might be able to finish this cave in about the next 45 minutes. We'll see. 150 gil. Alright, time to move on down. Deadhead. Ooh. Keep going. 5 out of 20 subs. Who subbed? I didn't actually get the alert for... Or is my activity feed just trying to yell at me? Like, hey, you've got a sub goal. You should do something about that. Yes, I'm 25% of the way to my sub goal. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember what my sub goal even is right now. Is there anything behind this door? No, I can't even go through the door. We just gotta go down these stairs. If I can even get to the stairs, my god! Fucking zombies and ghouls. Oh my god. Alright, phone. Halloween is coming up. Halloween at least makes sense. We were just talking a little bit ago about how there's been a bunch of Christmas stuff showing up in stores. I haven't seen it because I haven't been doing a bunch of shopping, but I would believe it. That's for sure. Okay, where did this spit me out at? I think I know where I am. Okay. Yeah, I know where I am. Okay. Oh, Mariah Carey, she coming! There's shit in here. What? Unless I just got myself into a big stupid fight. No, it's not even that bad. Everything's gonna be fine. Ugh. Barely could take 2 steps, Jesus! Yeah, my first time playing this, I also emulated it on a much older Windows machine. At the time, it was the only way you could play this. What am I trying to do? I guess I'm going back down the stairs, down a different set of stairs. Oh my god, just let me reach the stairs! Super high encounter rate right now. And again, they're just wasting my time. They don't even actually want to fight me. Alright, now can I take the stairs? Thank you. I'm now down on the 3rd basement level. I think that's where I am right now. Where is this? This water is light blue. Where is this? Oh, I see where I am. It spat me out. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Do I want to go to... There's 2 different sets of stairs I could take. Either D or E. Where does D go? D would take me to some treasure chests. Let's go up to the one marked D. These guys really do not like it when I reach a set of stairs. They do not like that at all. I would not have chosen butts as that translation, especially because I'm aware that in Japanese, when you have an extended vowel like ah, I understand that it sounds like bots, like, so sure, it kind of sounds like butts, but when you have an extended vowel, usually what that means is that it's closer to a British pronunciation, where an R kind of like doesn't sound it doesn't sound like an kind of a noise. It just kind of trails off. It's more British, right? So I am one that agrees that bots is the clearly the correct translation. But yes, it is canonically very, I mean, it's very funny for a fan translation to say butts. Yes, that is very funny. I'm going in the wrong direction. I didn't even go up the stairs yet. Okay. Yeah, it's a long vowel. Long extended vowel. Alright, we're looking for these treasure chests that are somewhere down in this vicinity. Here's one. The other one's right around the corner. A battle axe. I doubt it's better than my mithril, but I'll check in a little bit. I'm writing an essay about Lane. Floating English text. Oh yeah, that's interesting if you compare it to... Yeah, it seems very clear that the creator of Lane definitely had feelings about losing the very Japanese-ness about Japan. Was very concerned about Japan becoming westernized. So I would say that is very probably intentional. Not like I can confirm it, but it feels thematically correct based on other things he has said about what Lane is trying to say and do. Oh no, monster. 2 grenades. What do Japanese chocolates taste like? They're not nearly as sugary sweet. I like Japanese chocolate a lot, but it is a little bit different. Largely because most Japanese sweets are not nearly as sweet as American sweets and treats and candies and stuff, because, like, we just put an obscene amount of sugar, not just into our candies, but into all foods, right? Like, America just elected that, like, brains treat sugar like a drug, which is fair and correct and accurate, honestly. it's way too much. Japanese people will eat American food and go like, oh my god, this is an insane amount of sugar. This is way too sweet. So you might like try their chocolate and be like, wow, this isn't a very sweet chocolate at all. But I'm kind of into it. I'm a little bit into it. And I really like, take for example, there's one particular chocolate bar, I'm trying to remember the name of the brand, and I don't know why I'm blanking on it right now, because I would get it all the time. They've got dark chocolates too, which already, in America, if you get a dark chocolate, it's already much less sweet, right? Like, I like those too. Japan's also got some bitter chocolates. They're good, I really, really like them. A lot of rice milk, yeah. Yeah, no worries, Frame. Absolutely. I'm starting to feel like these icicles really are trying to prevent me from taking stairs. I'm starting to wonder whether or not they're set up there as a flagged event on purpose. Not super positive about that. But it sure is feeling that way. Damn you, Elsa. Alright, so let's head to the other stairs that I know are down in the bottom right-hand corner. You gotta follow this waterway. This is real stupid, by the way. You're in a snow cave. And you're like, everything's frozen in here. You're like, let's get into this water. Like, you won't fucking freeze to death. Get wet in an ice cave? Nah, you're gonna die. That's hypothermia, baby! Machine Girl? Machine Girl's crazy, man. That's a wild movie. There's a whole genre of Japanese films that are all kind of like Machine Girl. Like, wild stuff. Wild stuff. It's an impression of an impression. Oh yeah. I'm vaguely familiar with that character. I've never actually played the Lane game myself, but yes, like I specifically, when I was in Japan last year, had a conversation with some Japanese acquaintances about how much sugar there is in American food. They're just like, oh my god, everything's so sweet, right? Like, yeah, everything is probably way too sweet. There's a reason why a good chunk of our food is not to be made in other countries. Of course, unfortunately, our government is learning the wrong lessons from, oh, our foods are not available in other countries, and then they pick, like, the wrong things, and they're just deciding to leave in the things that are actually doing the harm, and they're trying to get rid of the things that are doing good. Oh, man, it sucks to be here right now. Yeah, the sugar content is, just absurd, man. Just in normal-ass food. It's just absurd. Oh, Joseph finally got hit. Wow. Maybe his defense will actually go up for a second. Or his HP. German chocolate's good. I like German chocolate. Ooh, Blizzard. Do I... I think I already have Maria with Blizzard, right? I do. So why don't we... I'm gonna give Guy Blizzard. Guy's the only other... No, I've got Furion as the only other guy I've got with magic. So yeah, I will give him extras, or specifically black magic, just as I come across it. Alright, let's keep going. There should be another treasure chest kind of all the way down at the bottom here. It kind of looks like there's gonna be a door. And it looks like I don't necessarily want to take that door, because... Yeah, I don't necessarily want to take that door. I better not, because it's just gonna take me back to earlier in this dungeon, and I don't really want to do that. Yeah, a couple months back, Magic the Gathering had that whole Final Fantasy set release. There were 4 pre-con decks that were made, and then an entire expansion. I was not trying to, like, switch these items out. There we go. Very expensive, so I didn't get any of them. Would have gotten them if they weren't so expensive. My sister-in-law got me a proxy card of Vivi, which was very kind of her, and that's kind of all I needed, just to have, like, some facsimile of that card, because Vivi's just such an important character to Final Fantasy IX. Just having him sitting here on my desk is kind of nice, but, if they just, like, fell into my lap, I would be thrilled. I'd be thrilled to have even one of those decks. I'd probably take the Terra deck. Would be the one I would want the most. Followed maybe by the Y'shtola deck from Final Fantasy XIV. Go away, sirens! Go away! I'm busy! Magic is contacting Viz for Ruby. I'm not a big Ruby person, so I mean they can do whatever they want. I'm just gonna keep licensing more external licenses. I'm sure people will be happy. Where am I right now? Okay, I'm gonna keep going this way. Oh my god, everything's running. Well, at least we got that guy. Okay, I already grabbed that chest, so what we need now, I think... Did I come from E? I might have come from the E stairs. Oh, I came from E, so I need to go back in the other direction and take a different set of stairs. If we're lucky, we might be able to make it through this dungeon in the next half an hour. Okay, thank you, phone. Kaylin, you could silence your phone. Yeah, but then you wouldn't hear my awesome alert ringtone. My annoying ass Final Fantasy XI call alert. I didn't mean to send so many dudes down to this bottom icicle guy, but I guess it worked out in the end. Okay, these stairs. These are the ones I need. Alright. Let me take a look at a different part of the map now. I seem to be... Alright, if I go all the way to the right, there should be a treasure chest that I have not opened. I think. This game is a little wonky. Battle system is kind of funny, but I don't hate it. A lot of people are just like, it's different and it's bad, and like, I kind of understand that. I think when I was younger, I was less receptive to it, but now as I've gone on and I've played other games, I'm like, you know? It's only so much different from a bunch of other games. I've been playing Final Fantasy XI a lot recently as well. It was the first of their 2 MMOs, right? And in that game, if you... Oh, sweet, a mithril shield. If you switch weapons, you gotta start learning a whole new weapon. Like, you have to start learning from ground zero. You have to get your weapon skills up in an entirely new weapon. So, I guess I haven't gotten this treasure chest that is all the way down in the bottom right-hand corner. So let me go back that way. My ringtone. I'm leaving it on for today. If only because my phone is brand new, and then I assigned new ringtones, and I think my phone is so cool. So I've got my ringtone set up to be, like this goofy-ass music from Final Fantasy VI. I think in Japanese, it's just called, It is the way it's written in Japanese. I think the English title of the song is like, huh? In Japanese, question mark? Six is a very good game. For a long time, I wasn't really sure whether I thought 6 or 9 was my favorite, and I would go back and forth. Now I've really committed to 9 being my favorite, but, man, 6 sure is a close second. It's so cool. What a good game. Ancient. Oh, and a monster appeared. Is Ancient better than Mithril? I have my doubts, but I'm gonna have to check. I'm sure I will win this fight, so I'm gonna go look up Final Fantasy II weapons. I had a whole window open with a bunch of these tabs, and, for some reason, that window is not open anymore, and I'm having to reopen them all. What did I just say it was? Ancient? Ancient sword is 25. Mithril is only 20! Actually, hey! Ancient sword's better than Mithril sword, so let's give that to Firion, I guess. Where'd you go, Ancient sword? Down here. Kefka's boss music is peak. Like, Dancing Mad at the end of that game, I unironically think is a better final boss theme than One Winged Angel. I appreciate One Winged Angel for being the first to bring in, like, a whole fucking choir. I get it. Like, I understand, like, you're going this whole game totally not expecting that. It's never been done before. So I understand why, okay? And yet, I think the composition just the makeup and the composition of several movements in Dancing Mad just intellectually is a better piece of music. Just phenomenal. Where am I trying to go right now? I'm gonna go to the bottom right-hand corner. There's a door that'll take me to a bunch of treasure chests. Let's try that shit. I do like that as time went on, Nobuo Uematsu would, like, go back to Dancing Mad, and he would slowly introduce a choir to Dancing Mad. Like, take, for example, he's got a band that a lot of other people don't realize he made after the Black Mages. People are aware of the Black Mages, but a lot of people aren't really as familiar with his second rock band, the Earthbound Papas. I think Black Mages was like, oh, well, all we can do, this is under Square, and all we can do is Square music, Final Fantasy music. But then Earthbound Papas, he was allowed to do music from other franchises that he's worked on. He's allowed to... There's a giant beaver! Snook! Cheat! And then he's allowed to do songs from other games and his own original music. They don't know shit about shit. So anyway, so Earthbound Papas did their own version of Dancing Mad, and it's got a choir. It's not a singing choir in it. I think that version is just incredible. Snook Cheat? Guy speak beaver. I almost forgot the guy could speak beaver. God, it's so good! I almost forgot Guy could speak beaver. Goddess Bell? Secret path in wall to right. Monster guard bell. Bell in wall. Oh my god, Guy. God. And it's... Here. Haha! Getting closer to the Adamantus. I think we're actually gonna do it before I'm done for the day. You got the insta-kill on Safer Sephiroth? I genuinely don't actually know how to do that, so... I'm impressed. I definitely did not do that. If me ape, why me kill for banana? God. I speak beaver. Thank you, Super Neku. Good to know Joseph leveled up. Not that that'll be important for long. It's the guardian of the goddess bell, Adamantus. Fuck! Adamantus time. Alright, I'm gonna... Actually, out of curiosity. Let me look at the guide. What is he... Is he weak to anything? I don't have curse. You could try cursing it, but I don't have curse. Okay, I guess he, for some reason, doesn't like Blizzard. Never mind the fact that he lives in a fucking ice cave. So, okay, fine. Our magic spells are not particularly strong, but we're just gonna try anyway, see what happens. Catman, thank you very much for the donation of the Baja. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay. I'm pretty overpowered, all things considered. I guess I really need to not be trying Blizzard, because it's not... None of this is doing anything. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I really should have just hit him a whole bunch. We would have finished that maybe a round ago. Silver. Is silver stronger than mithril? I have my doubts, but... oh, shit. Come on. Silver. Oh, that doesn't tell me anything. What do you mean, sorry, no data was found? Bullshit. I guess because I need to look at armor. I'm looking at shields. Silver? That does 10. But what about mithril? Mithril also does 10. It doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, unequip everything from Joseph. Yeah. Fuck it. Sorry, buddy. I'm gonna take all your shit and sell it, I guess. I'm not like I need any of this stuff, because I really, really don't. Is this really like all I can fit? Shoot. Okay. I could... Here, take an antidote with you when you go. I should drop something. Inventory is full. I'm gonna drop another antidote. Sell all your armor, sir. Can't hold that. Shoot. Hold on. It's okay. Let's drop, I don't know, garlic. I don't need the garlic. There's something set in the wall. It's the goddess's bell! It's not gonna know anything. Out the back door. And then, that takes me back to, like, what, the first? Yeah, this is the first map in this cave, so let's walk our happy ass back out. What if I wanted to season my bread? I've got enough garlic, we'll make it. You won! Get me back out of this cave. Oh no! Alright, Joseph, you got this. Go get him. We'll be right behind you. Curses! The Emperor will never forgive me. If I go back, he'll kill me. If I'm going to die, you're coming with me. Alright, buddy. Got him. God. Fuck. Fuck. Ah! Damn it. Go on. Get out. We not leave you. Can't hold much longer. Run. It's up to you now, Varian. My sweet Nelly. Joseph is crushed under the boulder. Joseph! Fuck. Oh my god. Oh no, sad music. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, you poor bastard. The crosses, oh my god. Poor son of a bitch. Damn. I guess we go. Do we go back to Salaman? Hold on, I don't remember. Yeah, we go back to Salaman. Back across the snow. Without our boy Joseph. I don't know, I think we could have taken the boulder. I'm gonna be honest, I think my characters are strong enough, I think they could have taken the boulder. Oh well, back to town we go. Joseph's death could have, yeah, it could have been prevented entirely. god, what? Alright, around the mountain. And back to town. Oh. It's okay, I can fix that. Okay, there we go. Poor Joseph. I'll look after Nellie. I know that would make him happy. You don't know anything, right? Forget it. Let's just move on. I'm so sorry, kid. Daddy. Oh, no. Oh, poor kid. Okay, what are we looking for? Because we got the bell now. Next, really, we just go to Kashwan Keep. And Kashwan Keep is... where? I'd have to go, like, around Bafsk. And go south toward the keep. Okay, I guess I'm gonna start walking in that direction. I might not make it, though. Like, right at 3 is when I'm gonna stop, so. Yeah, coming in from kind of a weird angle. But then again, something to keep in mind, too, is the way Japanese maps are made. If you ever go to Japan, you're gonna be real confused for a second, because they do not have maps drawn where north is always at the top. Take, for example, you come out and exit at a train station. They have the map set up as if you are always at the top of the map, right? And that doesn't matter whether that's north, south, east, or west. That does not matter. That could be west for all you know, and then the map is like west, east, south, north. I'm doing it, it'll look backwards to you because camera. But yeah, it's kind of fucked up. I don't know if that was the mentality that went into that, or if they just didn't even think about it. It's entirely possible for this game they didn't even think about that. But yeah, you'll get fucked up if you don't know that about Japanese maps and you go to Japan and you're like, I'm going north. Why the fuck is none of this on the map? And then you realize, oh, that's not actually what the map said. That map was not oriented as if north was at the top. Okay, so this was Bafsk. We gotta go past Bafsk, but there's a mountain range there. Am I gonna need to take an airship? I might need to take an airship, I'm not sure. get around it? I'm not sure. Okay, I could get around it, so... Where am I right now? Gurkumon, hello! I'm ending in like 2 minutes, but thank you for stopping by. I don't know where I am at this point. Like, I'm looking at my world map and... I don't know, it seems wrong. This happens every week, though, or every time I stream. There's always gonna be people who come in right as I'm ending. It's always gonna happen. Where is this mountain formation that I'm looking at right now? Oh, am I on the other side of... Oh, I see where I'm looking now. Hydrate just at the bottom of this. I'm gonna have to hydrate once I'm done. Okay, so as soon as I'm like at the bottom of this keep, that's where I'll save and that's where I'll stop. Yeah, we found the Grimps. At least these goblins are mostly spelled correctly thanks to fan translation and editing. Okay, I figured out where I am. If these things would just let me walk through their forest, then we could stop the game for the day. Take it easy, Jawburst. I am also going to be stopping in just a second, but thank you for swinging by. God, they're all running away. Do it! Run! That's right, you didn't run. I know, I missed the weird Grimp spelling. There it is. The keep is right f***ing there! Oh my god, we're right there. The Grimps and the Grogers. I'll miss you, Grimps and Grogers. Good old Final Fantasy 1 Grimps and Grogers. Gotta go shopping at Grogers. Okay, this is where I'm gonna stop. Let's save right here. And the next time we get started, we're gonna head inside the keep. So thank you guys. Thank you for popping back in on a Monday. Really appreciate having you here. Stop back in on Wednesday. So long as nothing else is going on, I will try and make sure I'm caught up with all my work long before you guys get here. Hopefully work will not get in the way of another stream. Thank you as always. Really appreciate the company, and we will be doing this again very, very soon. Have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. Bye for now. Oh. Bye.